soulful gospel sample might sound pure and emotional on the surface, but there's a darker truth behind how the best ones are actually made. In this video, I'm exposing the exact technique industry producers don't want you to know, so you can start crafting your own soulful samples. And today, I'm not gatekeeping anything. I've been using these techniques myself, so stick around till the end, because these are the exact steps I take to create gospel-infused soul samples that sound like this. For me, the hardest part is coming up with a strong, soulful idea. To guide myself and set a foundation, I actually start with the drums first. Most people start with a melody, but when you start with a groove first, it gives your chord and melody a natural rhythm that you wouldn't normally come up with, especially in soul and gospel samples. The rhythm is what brings it to life. I opened up Abbey Road's 60s drummer kit and I came up with this pattern. Now yeah, you can click in each individual note by hand, but that takes forever, especially if you're new to this. Instead, what I like to do is I open up Abbey Road 60s drummer kit, I go down here to groove, and then I go to soul, and I just pick one that I really like. And as soon as I've liked one, I just go to this arrow right here, hold it, drag and drop into the bass midis. And now I already have a good foundation and I can start moving some notes around till I like the rhythm 100%. Now that we got a groove, I usually bring in a piano to start building out chords. And for this, I'm using the Noir piano preset in Contact. It's my go-to piano for making this kind of samples, but if you got Keyscape, an upright piano will be the better option. Sometimes I just freestyle an idea, and it works. But if you're struggling, especially if you're not a talented musician like me, try this trick. Let the kick guide your chords. Now, seriously, play a chord or a note every time a kick hits right here. As you can see, this is what I did right here. Most of the time when a kick hits, a chord is being played. You will notice that when the chord lines up with the kick, it adds a groove and makes everything feel locked in. This is the easiest way to come up with a soulful progression that feels intentional. Then I'll go in and I sprinkle in some subtle top line notes. Just a small counter melody to give it a little motion. I know that this doesn't sound very soulful yet, but trust me, now we're gonna take this to the next level. Now that we got a solid foundation, let's build out a sample. The way I feel about soul samples is one good idea played by multiple vintage instruments like guitars, organs, bells, choirs, strings, and so on. So I took our piano idea and I copied it over into some vocals from East-West backup singers, and I just removed the filler notes right here to make it sound better. Then I layered in some brass from Session Horns 2, some bells, and an organ from Contact. Now this already sounds way more gospel and soulful, but something's still missing. The bass. In soul samples, the bass is what gives it groove and bounce. So look for pockets where the chords leave some space, and that's where I add some subtle bass ones to give it some bounce. And one more thing I love to do at this stage. Add an electric piano like a Rhodes and just loosely play the chords. This right here fills out the sample so much and gives it that warm, majestic feel. This is a small detail, but it can make a huge difference in your final sample. And finally, to top it off, I just laid in a single violin line or string melody to give it some depth. Now, once the sample is done, it's time to arrange it. So I take all my instruments right here and I arrange it into different sections. And at the end, I'll leave 4 bars of space right here and I stem out the sample like so. And every 2 bar, I put a simple hi-hat sound that separates each sound individually. This is a little detail, but it helps out the other producer a lot when flipping the sample, because he knows exactly when each sound starts and ends. And now all you have to do is to export the sample, pitch it up by 4 semitones, and speed it up a lot. Quick break. I just released my latest loop kit of soul samples. This loop kit has everything you need, from midis to starters to drum breaks to a whole bunch of samples I created just like the ones you heard. You can download the demo version with the link in the description down below. And now, before I show you the final sample, make sure you smash that like button if you learned something new, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos, and comment down below who you hear on the sample. Thanks for watching, and let's see each other in the next one. Bye.